Hello, my name is Michael. I collect military helmets, and today I was looking to show you a couple of very interesting helmets. It's the Irish Vickers made helmet of, I think, 1926. I've got two, I've actually got three, but these two that are showing. This is one that's kind of been untouched, other than the fact that there was a little bit of white paint that I kind of scraped off. It's still got its original liner, and it's still got its original chin strap, which were produced by a company in Dublin. It's also got its serial number there, which you probably won't be able to see, but each of these helmets has got a serial number. And so this is mainly untouched. I've got other two helmets that were just shells, and they were in a right old state. This one had been bashed and battered around because the metal's quite thin, and it wouldn't withstand much impact. So when I got them, they were in a very poor state. So what I've done is I've put in a standard sort of M16 reproduction liner, which is more or less similar, I'd imagine, to what the Irish did, and a German chin strap. What I've done is taken one of the buckles off the chin strap and then sewn it back on, so it's just got a single buckle, and again it's got its own serial number. And I played around a little bit with the paint mix, because apparently these helmets, when they were first produced, had something like 10% black added to a dark green paint, so I've tried to do the same again. So at times when you look at it, it looks black, but actually close up you can see that it's like a very dark emerald green. What I also managed to find were some new copper rivets and washers, as I believe with the Irish being very good saddlers, and probably having more impact on how they could work saddlery goods and stuff, when it came to fitting the liners to the helmets, instead of where the Germans used a split rivet that they put through and it attached to the inside of the liner, the Irish have used a copper washer and a copper rivet. So what's happened is the rivet's gone through from the rear to hold the liner, and then you've got the washer that goes on top, and then it's been beaten into a shape just to hold it in place. Obviously the deficiency of that is that if the liner becomes broken or beaten or battered or whatever, or lost, you have to go through the whole system of cutting out the copper rivets to replace them, whereas obviously the German system was much better in the fact that you could just replace a pin. But like I said, this one here I haven't really done a great deal to. It came in a reasonable condition. It did have some white paint on it, where I think in the Second World War, although the Irish weren't involved in that, they painted these white and gave them to civil defence use, and they adopted the British Tommy helmet. So there were still hints of white on here, grey sort of creamy colour, and I've left it on the inside. I haven't really touched the inside at all. The inside's a bit of a mess. But on the outside where it was there, I just scraped off the last few bits and just waxed the surface of it, really, just to try and keep the deterioration of it at bay. So that's all original, more or less untouched, and this was just the shell, and like I said, I replaced the liner, the chin strap, and got a reproduction captain's badge for the top of it. And that's it. I'm not by any means an expert on helmets. I just like collecting them. I just find fascinating bits of social history. I hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.